Okay, so we're still in Yellowstone, but we are currently in an area close to where the Nez Perce Indians encamped during their flight from the American government, the American Army, in the latter half of the 19th century, in the 1870s. The United States government was trying to force the Nez Perce tribe onto reservations, and a band under the command of Chief Joseph, which is obviously his English name. I won't try to pronounce his Indian name as I don't want to offend anybody. But they actually ended up fleeing over 1,000 miles from their home, which was in modern-day Oregon, through Idaho, and through this part of Wyoming in what is now, today, Yellowstone National Park. So I'm going to read a brief excerpt from a book called Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee by D. Brown, and it talks about the Nez Perce crossing through Yellowstone. So this is in the summer of 1877. Only 5 years earlier, the Great Council in Washington had made the Yellowstone area into the country's first national park. And in that summer of 1877, the first adventuresome American tourists were admiring its natural wonders. Among them was none other than the great warrior Sherman, also known as General Tecumseh Sherman, who had come out west on an inspection tour to find out how fewer than 300 Nez Perce warriors, burdened with their women and children, could make fools out of the entire army of the Northwest. When Sherman learned that the fleeing Indians were crossing Yellowstone Park, almost within view of his luxurious camp, he began issuing urgent orders to fort commanders in all directions to put a network of soldiers around these impudent warriors. Nearest at hand was the 7th Cavalry, which had been brought back to strength during the year since Custer led it to disaster at the Little Bighorn. And then, of course, for those of you who are familiar with the history of the Indian Wars, Chief Joseph was eventually caught and captured very close to the Canadian border, which is where they were attempting to flee.
Bear Hole in Montana?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Where some of his famous words were, "From where the sun now stands, I will fight no more forever." Until next time.